Fast plays in, and rilax going to see what's going on. USP flashed out, completely blinded, but so are the T-side line. birdfromsy could come in as the trade. And Spiidi trades it right back to a 4v3 scenario.
Nicely done from Sprout to overwhelm the anchors at B and even cut off the rotation. Lyngby Vikings trying to come in for the retake. Now, they do have a kit with a couple of flashes in from raalz, but it's slaxz that's maintaining the control in the upper tunnels.
Yeah, P250 standing by. Ready for someone to face it in FASHR, and he may have been spotted right there. Spiidi with the Glock close. Oh, tap up from slaxz directly to the dome of FASHR, coming up with that kill. NaToSaphiX pressing forward from the window position. Lyngby Vikings trying their best to get into the site, but they're out of time and out of chances in this one. This will be a pistol going the way of the Sprout side. Nice start on T. Lyngby unable to hold down that B bomb site. The rush was way too quick. The flashbangs placed so perfectly. And Sprout taking the pistol.
Really confident coming out from Sprout to start off their T-side half. And look, this is their map pick.
Go pin for nato. Oh, he lands on kressy. In that respect, faveN. Ooh, jumping up. birdfromsy. What was that? Flames clear. Molotov also set for Spiidi as well towards the big box. Flashes in, rilax evades it, spray through, catches one, not quite that second man. One player tagged up heavily, birdfromsy can come through to finish off with a triple kill and finish off from this angle.
A very heavy sort of retake setup towards the A site from Lyngby Vikings. Great peek in from NaToSaphiX.
Of this round, they'll drop down towards CT, so they'll cover off a couple of rotations, but it's retake mode from Lyngby.
Oh, kressy just stuck in the open. He was almost in hesitation, Jay. Wasn't sure if he wanted to completely over-aggress and just get stuck in the open. Two players now peeking out from that short position, and it's falling apart so quickly. Fast now, aggressive from short. Does find that first kill, but an instant trade comes out. Spiidi now, 1v4. His best mark bet might just be able to try and hold on to this AK, but it won't happen. Lyngby Vikings with a great retake. And even look at the disciplinary factor there for NaToSaphiX. They've got a 5-on-4. Rather than him holding from car, he just backs off towards a long challenge, and they just give up the bomb site from Sprout and retake.
No smokes coming through. You're right about that, but it's still two players on the B side defense, and they're going to get caught off on the rotation, so they can't really go towards the A play. No bait and switch. raalz will get one kill. kressy with a frag back. AWP completely smoked off angle, so it's all on rilax here on the platform. Gets that first kill. AWP faces the bomb, gets dropped. So long as he gets Denis, he's going to win the round. No, there's no time. rilax securing the back line so well. kressy will clean up two more from... UG facing, flashes over. They tried a very fast play earlier on in this matchup. It worked well, but this time it's going to get shut the hell down by raalz. NaToSaphiX with the pick towards mid. Denis will find a swing. slaxz will get raalz as well. So 3-on-2 trades are good. Nate's coming up real quick though. Denis barely evaded getting killed off, but he'll get the bomb plant in his solo HP for a 3v2 retake favor of the Vikings.
Oh, that's a big play from slaxz though. There's a lot of utility for the CTs to work with, but now it's back to a 2 versus 2. The attention pulled away. The flash comes in and the timing's perfect. Denis is now at a 1 versus 2. Needs to try and isolate both of these fights, coming in from two very different angles. And NaToSaphiX is slowing it down out from the window position. Now coming in from the doors. They know where Denis is. And birdfromsy is going to clutch again for Lyngby Vikings. Pick up the AWP and win the retake to get 5 rounds in a row. The streak continues for the Danes.
I mean, well played there from the Gatesy incendiaries onto the blue box. Denis has already smoked it off. Flashes go over, catching one player blind. Doesn't matter because FASHR's still here to take down the bomb planter. Does get traded. AWP still here for NATO. Takes it back. 4 versus 3 scenario. Looks to be good.
They still know there's a player towards blue bin, so once that smoke starts to dissipate, they can start to smoke off the longhouse corner, and they are. Now Denis is so far in the open, he's got no more support, and they're even trying to hunt him down. A little bit of an edge from birdfromsy, and now it's a 4v2. Great play there out from the CT side, but this round's finished. There's no way slaxz is going to win it. Crossover. Eyes locked towards CT. A big kill from faveN now.
Oh, birdfromsy, a risky peek, just managed to get the kill together. All on faveN to face this. 15 seconds, he's out of time. Trying to bait in the AWP shot, but NATO holds perfect.
Now on the CT side, ooh, birdfromsy has got at least kressy very close to him, and well, the opening kill ends up going the way of the team.
AWP of nato, faced in by the scout of slaxz. Flashbang keeps him blind. Scout shot missed out, so does the AWP. Eventually slaxz turns onto the kill through the smoke. 2-0 trade. Finally FASHR chimes in, but slaxz still has these scout shots. Spiidi gets raalz as well, and rilax is left alone in a 1 versus 4. The damage being done to the Vikings means that the buy is going to look awkward for the next round, and as Sprout look to eco them out of round 10. This is going to be a crippling one. They have to save the M4.
Yeah, they just don't have an option.
Maybe rilax could buy something, drop for a teammate.
It could drop an M4.
Onto the back lines of the site, Flash is evaded, deagle up for raalz, sees faveN, gets that kill in with the deagle play. rilax will fall back, Flash has continued to face forward, raalz goes down, and birdfromsy domes denis as FASHR gets traded back, 3 versus 2. Nato's still sat here towards car, by the way. They haven't accounted for him. Will they check this corner? No, they won't. Spiidi's going to pay for it as a result. slaxz also faced, deagle's facing together, 1 out kill comes through, and NaToSaphiX. Smoke down towards the cross. Nato ready and waiting to receive. Denis still lurking in pit, goes out of his periphery, takes him down. And birdfromsy in the midst of the smoke, blind firing on everybody, but can't seem to catch off any sort of damage. 15 seconds and Lyngby have the bomb plant. At least they're going to try for it. birdfromsy jump facing, doing so much damage to faveN. Eventually he will burn to FASHR. So 4v4, the trade is good. The retake is now on.
They expect a player out from car. No wallbang shots have come in just yet, but there's certainly a player there. 4v4, retake mode. That car player still hasn't peeked out to the open. Finally, the info's come out, and now it's an advantage back in favor of the CT side, and they even swing onto slaxz in pit. A lovely swing coming out from birdfromsy, and Lyngby Vikings get away with a sensational retake.
Sprout. Catch one player with the edge of the smoke. birdfromsy overextending the AWP of Nato. Can't strike back either. Re-smokes down. He's going to re-aggress, however. How much is he going to find with this? He's got the entire T-side force to deal with. They could line up. He gets himself 2 kills at the edge of the smoke. He doesn't catch another. The flashbang keeps him blind, but he fires one anyway. He's getting a shot. And it is
Vikings.
Oh my word. Sprout. Back straight in with a double-up spray. Trying to get back into confidence into round 15, but Nato's still lurking. He's going to get shut down here in this round, very early on in the round. 5 versus 2. rilax does find a trade back on Denis at least, but they've got full ace-like access from here to Hagen. It's a bit of a shame the fact that that kind of ace, that kind of ridiculous round is followed up by a very poor showing from the Vikings. So at least we could be seeing 3 rounds the difference here on this scoreline.
Yeah, Sprout found really the perfect return. After losing to a play like that, they just go into round 15 looking so much more confident. The opening kills are fantastic, and only 1 kill gets back in return for the CT. So Sprout ends
a sort of a situation here, if not just trying to get the momentum out right. Pistol round coming through. Blocks out towards the A site. raalz gets that first kill. Denis forced away. Incendiary's up. kressy follows suit on towards the NAN. 4 versus 4. slaxz is low. FASHR gets kressy. Wrap around from the long control from FASHR. Does get shut down by faveN. So 3-on-3 retake set in now for the CT side.
That's an important kill because there is a lot of low HP players, at least for slaxz. NaToSaphiX putting that molly down, just going to try and slow the push down. But look, he had the information. He heard the footsteps out from the Xbox players. They now know it's got to be a short play.
Good Glock shot to try and force these players away. Bait in. Position he's dropped down. See Spiidi taps through. Can't get the shots off. He's got plenty of backup behind him, though. And rilax can support, taking out back to their favor, destroying the loss bonus. The Lyngby up to try and continue his own momentum back into the victory row position. 3 for 2 trade, actually. CT side out towards me.
Cross smokes going through, even molly down on towards the site. Sprout have to really rely on kressy. He's been seen over the top of that smoke. Spiidi's really got to save here. There's no way that he could try and clutch out a 1v3. Put that molly down to maybe hope to do some damage, but his best bet's to hold on to this weapon, surely. Or not.
He's going for it. Lots offset for Spiidi towards this goose position. Force 1 T-side player out of the way, at least he's going to attempt to. Sees one of rilax in the back lines, gets shut down immediately. It's time they play Dust 2. 1 more would already better on their results. Good shot from slaxz though, looking to try and put a small... These 2 players backing off the flashbangs over. They're still at the 5-on-4 advantage here, Sprout, so it could go for a decent retake, especially as birdfromsy goes down. Top fragger taken out. Orb can't respond. raalz does find Denis, so it's a 2-for-1 trade. On the CT side, 1 player close behind these short boxes, stuck down. Gonna wait for a flashbang to come his way. Nato goes down. 2 players to line up. No, faveN takes the trade, and raalz is way too far away. He can't deny the bomb unless he blind fire. He's gonna grab that orb and save it as a result. Sprout will get away with a rifle round.
Pick that looked great, Jay, but it was actually Denis out from CT that really put so much more advantages into that round. FASHR just going out with a flashbang with his teammate, and those were two very easy opening kills.
The Orbs also flashed off angle, seen there towards the side. FASHR just one taps his way to victory. Shoxy would be proud. 5 versus 2 as rilax moves up here out of the upper tunnel, sees one player. Can't quite get his same one taps, but he's done enough. Eventually finds it on faveN actually. And Spiidi with one trade, just now needs to grab the AK. Maybe get some exit frags, but he's out of this round. It's going to be a 13 for Lyngby, and that might hurt Sprout even harder. Knocked back a peg on the lost bonus, and the rifles mostly falling out of most players. In the end, Spiidi will also drop. Lyngby straight into the B bomb site, not even wasting any time. Want to take that momentum in the clutch, hurry straight towards the next rifle round, and Spiidi will get the opener as rilax shuts him back down. Molotov just past the window area. faveN will get picked off by raalz. That lurk coming through, as you mentioned. 4 versus 3 for Lyngby. Sprout locked out of the site, and I think they're locked out of the round.
I want to say they're locked out of this best of 3, Jade. Sprout. I thought the rounds outside of that start, it's just not enough for a team that are trying to push forward into the tier 1 landscape.
Orp out for slaxz, Orp out for Nato. Quick out towards the longhouse, and they're facing ball resistance. Denis with an awkward spray, has slaxz to back him up. slaxz does get traded, that AWP falls. Denis able to hold alongside his teammates, doubles up, makes it a triple in the end. The smoke back, leaving Nato with an AK and a clutch for him one more time. 1v3, can get the bombs across the sides. Can't find his kills though, he's done so much damage towards these players though. Transfers towards Denis, and the deagle gets so close. No info whatsoever, we'll just go for the plant out. Do they realize it, or will they come back to the B site immediately? They're acting towards the A play.
They know now.
Oh my god. Okay, they realize it. Okay. Nato, however, has taken his opportunity with this blind spot exploited to get towards scaffolding. Got faveN and Spiidi both coming from the mid position. Swing out, sees them both, and Nato gets shut down. Clutch attempt not going to be allowed, as we will see an 8th to the board of the Sprout side.
Yeah, look, well played there from Sprout. They're just probably waiting to pick up that AWP too, make sure they get on that defuse and get an 8th round forward. But look, for NaToSaphiX, I almost felt that maybe Lyngby Vikings were too hungry.
Smoke down onto the CT cross as FASHR drops down. Oh, good shot from slaxz. Dead before he hits the floor. And now down to 16 HP as the AK still holds slaxz. However, still connecting his shots. The plant could be secured, but they've gained a 2-man advantage.
And they've got a late lurk towards this top mid position from raalz, and he's got to be on for something. He's got to be on for a couple of kills to really bring the advantage back. They're checking him, but he finds that first kill. Can't quite make it a second.
Trade good, still 2-man advantage for the CT side. The AK, the Galil, I should say, hunting for a pick back here towards long, taking damage from the firefights. Nato goes falling, it's all on rilax to try hold. They might have heard a footstep, they might know where he is. Still suppressed towards short control, it's on towards long as the main concern. Rilax holds down, takes a frag back, they're dead out of time. slaxz is gonna go falling, they're gonna get a kill, but have they got a time? I don't think they do!
No.
Lyngby!
No way!
One player holds the backline and clutches it once again. 60. That even have struggled against them in the past. So as we get towards the pistol round, we'll see how well they can do. Sprout onto the CT start. Lyngby Vikings rushing down the A site with their clocks. Spiidi first to fall to NaToSaphiX. They make their way in from side alley and main cross bomb plant on default will come through. It's a 5v4 the retake.
Ooh, Nade's going down though. Do some decent damage onto the T's, but not before there's still more damage ensuing. A mad disadvantage going through from the Sprout side, lining themselves up for some more utility to get this retake going.
faveN peeking up, does not see rilax smoke down behind that man. Back turn towards the player. rilax comes up with a kill on slaxz. faveN takes a dig back. I thought he got that second shot, but kressy comes in to support. 2 versus 2. faveN drops FASHR as FASHR gets kressy as well. Stick on the defuse. 10 seconds. Speak up from birdfromsy. Gets shut down by faveN on the CT side, but I think this is going to be a bit too close for the defuse. It's down to the wire. Ooh. Okay, he's got it. Sprout, pistol, taken on the reach.
Force the issue. A lot of Mac 10s coming through, though, into round 2. Oh.
Mac 10 kill found on FASHR on Denis to drop the opening frag. Spiidi making his way around SMG. Close range alongside slaxz. Going to try and counteract the Lyngby Vikings, forced by, of course, Mac 10s across the board. Tons of damage being done still. They come up with a trade frag. slaxz trying to try and back in, but Nato keep... Flashes over, Molotov's down. kressy Close towards the
fake.
right box position, face through, takes out raalz. You're right about that fake. It's drawn their attention away as the quick wraparounds come through. The bomb's already on the A bomb site, will get planted. Smoke off towards cross to make sure no one can make their way in from elevators. And this will be a round back for Lyngby Vikings. I say that actually there's a low HP, so maybe the retake could be on for these guys. Backstab set in from one individual is going to have to be dealt with by FASHR at close range. kressy going to peek in. Headshot angle not seen. The Mat 10 spray comes up good to get the kill though. So it's all left on faveN.
Lyngby Vikings in that 4v2 big advantage was that they just got the info pretty much straight away. 2 players out towards the B site, sells some util
There.
And he really is going to be stuck there until at least a teammate can try and flash him out. The angle, oh, the spam from faveN straight through. Yellow finds that first pick, but it's the nade again into that.
For the Lyngby Vikings, smokes down and flashes over. raalz will be first faced with the FAMA. Bird from Sky is going to drop to the hands of Spiidi. Seen there, spray through, takes it back to evens once again. Lyngby Vikings good for the trades. Orp trying to land some decent wallbang shots on NaTo, missing. The spray for faveN's good for only the one frag, but can't deny the bomb plant. raalz takes him flying off the building, and it's a 2v2.
Oh, kressy pushing forward to that smoke, and raalz is caught on reload. rilax now has to try and clutch out for his team. Bomb being tapped, not stuck. Doesn't spam through the smoke to give up the advantage, but the AWP is holding that sandbags line. Double orbs can be saved in from Sprout if they fancy it, or just hold on to.
Knows that somebody's out here somewhere. Flash over, AK swing, sees the head. kressy gets the kill off instead on that boost spot. Counter flash back, gonna get caught off. They can't land his headshot. Finally, FASHR connects it towards kressy. Taking Molotovs, flashes, here they come. Leave that molly on towards quad's gonna be completely evaded. Denis is gonna have full dominion over the backlines. Takes that one kill. Spray through, rilax can trade it back, deny the position. Double up on faveN as well. Only on 5 points of health though, so he needs backup from his teammates as the bomb plant is secured. The wall bang is attempted and missed again from slaxz now. Smoke up, check position, deagle out, takes rilax down, low HP, so he was already dead, but as Spiidi falls, it's all left to slaxz. 1 versus 1. Gets that ult pick in, but it's going to be a kill from raalz. That could be devastating on a gun round, so. Bird from Sky, taking Spiidi to start. Doesn't even take any damage. Flashes on, AWP trying to watch for anything up here from the top line. It's Denis the first to fall, faveN. slaxz do get trading, faveN falling. Dome, and NaTo with the orb. Domes his opposition. 1v3 now for kressy. He is creeping closer. He doesn't want to try and go for the hero play.
Anything like that, like there's only a certain amount of teams that can actually do that.
And even less they can do is safe.
Get the AWP. That was a pretty nice play from kressy just to push forward after the bomb explosion, just to make sure that they're recovering that orb, because it is doing damage to start off.
And up for a secondary kill on Bird from Sky. Swing and flick, not quite landed the third, but he's so prepared for it. Missing the shot at long last, raalz with the shoulder bait, gets the trade, but it's 2 for 1. deagle doing damage from kressy next up. One of all the rest of the pistols that are left in play. Forced on a reload, and AK catches them looking the wrong way. rilax with those 2 sprays, and faveN picking up the AK that was dropped so early, gets NaTo for it. Bomb plant, now behind the double stack. And raalz, close range, spotted and sprayed. It's all left to rilax. Now we've got the 2 entries. Now we've got to get the 2 exits here. Does see Spiidi look for the headshot. Awkward sprays. He can't line it up. And the bomb is cut off from him as well. Swing onto faveN. faveN wins out the fight. And the pistols do come up good. In part thanks to the AWP as well. But also thanks to the rifles drop back at the T entrance. It's a third for Sprout.
Yeah, look, even though they lose that round, I really am liking the confidence on that T side from certainly rilax in particular. Like, the way that he's just continued pushing forward.
And nades on, slaxz, the AWP. Can't land the first kill. FASHR. They spent all this time drawing attention away, and now they might play towards B.
Okay, kressy.
Never
that was
mind.
Pretty aggressive.
Really close range towards the T-side forces. 15 seconds, Lyngby Vikings are taking their sweet time. They might not check all their angles as a result. This could be a really big positional play. Indeed, Spiidi comes up with 2 faveN strikes back on FASHR. Suddenly, Bird from Sky is alone. And Lyngby taking another re-smoke off towards the side cross as well. Molotovs going to try and force away for the default plant position. The bomb is struck by Spiidi, however. AUG peeking up, picking off raalz. Takes a bit of damage for it, but 5 on 4 has been gained. The plant can still be secured from here, but they're just being held off here by the Sprite utility.
Now, one of those mollies missed, but the HGs, oh, that does plenty of damage onto NaToSaphiX. No return in a kill just yet from the T side.
Folks keeping a wall between Sprout and Lyngby. It will start to clear though, so all hell's about to break loose. Nato, Mat 10 close, smokes down. Bird from Sky waiting for someone to overextend a re-smoke back towards the main ramp entrance. Bird and rilax get themselves kills. They continue to put on it themselves around the corner. kressy with 2 frags, AK back of rilax, and now it's solo HP for faveN. Right on the bomb, tapped it once, gonna try force forward, and rilax is playing possum, giving away his headshot angle, and still gets the kill. Nobody is there soon enough. There's still a minute and 13 seconds to go. That's just evaded, and slaxz with that peek in catches FASHR. That's coming up and over. Counter flash also evaded. AK leaning forward for rilax. Damage done. raalz will take down slaxz through the smoke, taking him out of the boost spot position. Plant can be secured in a 4 versus 4. Any nades coming up? No, they don't stack it. So just be secured for Nato to retreat. The 4v4 retake now coming in. They're quickly making their way up to the bomb site though. And faveN leading the charge of Denis going towards side alley. kressy is going to fall. Bird from Sky getting that kill. Denis dealt with by NaToSaphiX. So now 2 standing in Spiidi and faveN. Spiidi falls next up. faveN left alone. 1 versus 4. Finds that first, but transfers his sprays around and around. And the consistency from Lyngby Vikings that's got them so far. Great adaptation as well against the CT forces as they move back down in towards the ramp position, but rilax and FASHR do get caught off by kressy, feeding themselves up to 2 individual duels. M4 also sees another. Denis chimes in against that bomb planter of Bird from Sky. 5 versus 2, and maybe not as confident as we would have initially thought. kressy ends up with a 3K before he goes down. Molotov's out as raalz falls back out of position. Spiidi knows that he's dropped, does still give away the kill. The bomb is in CT control though, so raalz
3 together after dealing with Spiidi. And player close to the banger position. Does he hard check it? He tries to, but Denis on the other side with.
Well, it does make it a somewhat even half, but there are still 3 rounds of difference, and Lyngby Vikings are pressing on with their seat.
They want to use it. It's just whether they want to use both of these nades. There's the first one, and there's the second. Well, yeah, they do want to use the double nade.
So that one lurker that could be a bit of a problem for them in the back line. Spiidi could get a kill on the way out. Either way, it's a man disadvantage for the retake. Especially considering there's a force buy up for Lyngby Vikings, but they're going to get hunted by Sprout. kressy and slaxz facing in, catching one player towards alley. Spiidi does get NaToSaphiX to fall, and the second player also goes down. So
aggressive angle, but so is slaxz.
No frag found early. The AWP slaxz will be able to get Nato on a wide face. No flashbacks. Oh, Bird from Sky can't get a lineup spray on Spiidi. AWP not in position to go for the wall banks. They'll secure the plant, and now they're definitive.
To come in, Jay. In situations like this is 6 rounds in a row now. They've really brought it back. We saw a really big lead at 9-4 for Lyngby Vikings, and Sprout now taking a lead for the first time since the best all-round, Jay.
Oh, Nato!
What is going on here? Did kressy up? Oh, he's seeing the angle. This could be the way to get the 4-4.
FASHR seeing kressy. Frag found. Flash is also keeping rilax completely blinded off. kressy can catch off that kill nice and easy. NaToSaphiX on the side. AWP needs to land a shot, but he misses, and kressy is allowed to bear down upon him. deagle in the midst of the smoke. Do they read this? Ends up doing damage to the CT side. Small gap in that smoke. Re-smoke down for the T's, and now they're taking return HPs. Lyngby so tagged up and at the man.
Lyngby gonna go for it though.
The kill from Nato. Halfway down the timer. Smoke on towards that cross. Got to get to the bomb. Flashbang going to stop him from hearing the bomb defuse. Still kill from Spiidi and faveN. Denis coming out. Turned away by Denis. Does he get... Dink down, Bird from Sky will catch slaxz. Can't catch the shot on Spiidi though. He stays alive for the moment.
Oh, they keep peeking in. NaToSaphiX now getting involved with the NWP, looking in for another shot, not quite hitting the flick down. Does see the bomb, and kressy just swings forward, but raalz gets a couple and now drops that bomb. Denis.
Looking down the ramp position. Will he see Denis? Will he? Yes, he does. Gets that headshot in. Oh, mate, it's all the case of trying to drive CT's out position, trying to break that stalemate for Sprout. That AWP is ready though. At the end of the sandbag, so's Bird from Sky. He kicks things off finally.
NaToSaphiX though, overextended.
Re-smoke down. Secondary smoke not in play. That nade captures him for damage. M4 blind burst drops that bomb. That's big. raalz is to all turn around as he tries to rotate back towards the ramp control, or the alley control, I should say, for some hard cover. kressy caught on top of the side. Bird from Sky gets that kill. Blind flashbang does come through. Get the kill back. 8 seconds left for slaxz to clutch it, and the CTs know they have control. 1 on 3. He's got to save the AWP. And Lyngby are equalizing against the Germans one more time.
They're hunting after time. Oh, there was a bit.
Not going to go for it, though. He's sat back in this corner. He's just going to wait.
It's disciplined. It's very, very disciplined. And it even leads to a frag. Spiidi's going to be the one to fall. Getting aggressive up from the ladder. And now for Lyngby Vikings, they start their approach towards ramp instead.
Didn't see that bomb. Oh, look at Bird from Sky. Smoke clears, and raalz will fall, but Bird from Sky continues to get the trades. Up against the AWP, he's so far pushed up. He does get some smoke out, and that cost him his life. Couldn't pick up the weapon in time. slaxz to the trade, 3-on-3. Left Denis over here towards the wallbanger position. Might lurk in against them. slaxz got to get this bomb. He's got to push it up to the sites.
Oh, big kill from Denis, and that really starts to move the round back in favor of Sprout. They brought NaToSaphiX over, but he's going to have a lot to deal with, and he's alone, Jay.
Flashbang's perfect as well from slaxz. Denis with an easy kill, and FASHR's got to hold on to the weapon. He's got to save the AK. You talk about crippling the money here for Sprout, crippling the money for Lyngby Vikings. Nothing.
The AK in play, I think if they force it, just shows signs of desperation. I much prefer to see an eco hit where that HP came from, but they've taken a lot of it.
Oh, Bird from Sky overextending again, putting so much utility out of this position. The flashbang in from raalz to try to grab the M4 one more time. But still, a needlessly aggressive face that leaves them at a 5 versus 4 with significant tag damage done to several players. rilax is going down next
on this T side, or at least for the majority of them. Whether it's been the opening kill of the entire map, or whether it's been just
like after the fact, there might be some serious problems with the money line. At the same time, more discipline from these guys. The issue has never been with firepower. It's never been with how they were gonna, you know, with all the setups to themselves. It's always been about aggression over aggression and just lack of discipline. You can see that on
T side. It's gonna be difficult to get these trades together. Hearing a bit of information from Spiidi, but it's just a complete bait play. There is one kill that goes in favor. Now make it 2. This looks quite promising now.
All 3 CTs in that mid position, going to grab the dropped rifles. And rotating back into the A play. The bomb is up through ramp. Nades coming over. There's a backstab being set by kressy. Keep your eyes on him, especially as he gets rilax to full. They've got B-side access. The bomb can rotate one more time. They know what's going on here. Smokes up on Scaff. raalz will move forward. M4 up against kressy. Close range. Flashbang doesn't connect, but the spray does. 2 on.
They can waste the time. They've got a molly and a smoke. 25 seconds left on the clock now.
But from Sky's got to put that molly up there right now. No, raalz drops the bomb. That's massive. faveN mollying the back lines. Where's the counter flyer?
Oh!
Smoke down. He doesn't get it away. faveN now with the bomb plant will be secured 1-on-2. They're very low on health. Pick up. Spray's awkward. He only gets 1. And Bird from Sky will get an important clutch for this round. What a huge one for the Lyngby Vikings. And by all accounts, they should not have won that. Such low HP, but some fantastic reads from the CT side.
Yeah, that was well played. And yeah, there was a lot of disadvantages for Lyngby.
Smokes up, molly's back, down on towards quad. We'll try to bait them into position. AWP so close. FASHR's going to fall. raalz gets a pick back together, trying to support the AWP close to the site, but he can't hold on. 4-on-3. Smokes down. They still trying to see if they can check that quad position. Again, attention being drawn away. Very open plant as raalz get baited. No, he doesn't. Sprays through 2 kills. Come back for the T side. And Nato with the AWP back at CT spawn has got no way to retake this. Utility
context. It looks like they're not going down without a fight. And for Lyngby Vikings, I don't know how many more chances we've got to give him, Jay. Like, this has got to be yet another eco.
Pressing forward, it's going to be a very quick ramp play. NaToSaphiX to AWP straight in. Sees 1, connects the faveN. That's a big kill.
That's an important one. And Sprout, though, although they lose that first pick, look at how far Denis has already been pushing up from ramp, and they're going to start pushing again. NaToSaphiX gets that.
raalz taking some damage to the side. Cross smoke gets put up. raalz burning, tagged up, sprayed through. Finally, an nade takes him down. 1 trade could come through that player. Shoulder bait. Gives up the angle. AWP shot missed out. AK kressy enters towards side alley. 3-on-3. They're so heavily tagged up. Spam through the deagle. Can't do the wallbang damage. And Nato can't get anything either. rilax will catch slaxz in the end through the smoke. So Mangle, Molotov towards Sam. Magisk clears out that position as well. No further smokes for the CT side. And rilax with a kit. Drops down. 2-on-2. Tap on the bomb. FASHR giving himself up. 1 by 1 they face for Lyngby. And now Nato with it all to do. Got to get these kills real quick. And he overcooks the
alley, and just some unnecessary peeks. Bird from Sky swinging out to turn it into a 3-on-3. And even kressy finds that
first casualty of the round. Lyngby, man, You got to think about the mistakes they made and how close this would have gone. Hang on, hold the phone. Bird from Sky. Trying to aggress down here towards the ramp control. Did get off with one frag, but no further than that. Another deagle close in rilax. Got to get the kill on kressy, but fires so quick. And they've lost their discipline, you know? Lyngby Vikings so overly aggressive, now panicking with every single face that they find. AWP shots, baited, deagles missing their kills. One player close to FASHR. Doesn't even get much done here. 1v4 for raalz, and it looks like this is going to be a 16-12. Sprout looking to stay alive. A big turnaround from this team as Lyngby set to lose their map pick in this series. And we go Lyngby a bit of credit to at least taking the double digits at minimum. Let's see who's going to take this series, though. Who's going to move out of Group D? Well, already 2 kills from Denis towards the CT side. FASHR and raalz trending back towards the outside control. slaxz
yet to be able to spot that bomb entirely, but that's what the T-side need to try and pick up, and now they've got the information, but he commits to the duel, and they're looking like they're going to the lower bomb site. kressy could be on a quick rotation from vent, though.
Oh, and FASHR shuts him down as a shoulder bait does. Best of one. SMG downstairs for Denis. rilax has absolutely no idea. Gets faced upon, gets taken out as a result. They're on the bomb site already. One rifle is close towards the site itself, and raalz shuts that man down as they continue to fire away on the CT side.
Yeah, decent trades from the T side, and now getting the post plant in, but kressy and slaxz are now starting to work together, meaning there's only 2 players left now on the T side. raalz getting baited in aggressively. Does win that fight on Spiidi. That's a way back into the round now. Retake on the cards.
raalz and FASHR moving in. FASHR will spray through, take that kill. 2-on-2 situation. Tag up on kressy. FASHR gets slaxz as well up on the silo. Knowing he's put his 2k together, trying to make it a 3k. No, raalz with the SMG shuts it back down. Hearing all those sets of footsteps. One player adjusting as the AWP is slaxz, a close quarters combat. This could get risky. He gets only 1 frag, and so many players around him. Nato can get that kill. Spiidi returns to drop the bomb to raalz. 2-for-1 trade. Smoke up against one side, Molotov to the other. He pushes forward of the smoke, gets Nato to drop, looks back towards Bird from Sky, but trades it to a 3v2 situation.
A little bit unnecessary there from Spiidi, but at least he continues to do damage, so they hold on to the advantage. Bird from Sky opening for the bomb plant towards the double doors. 3 players all coming in from the retake for the same position from Rab. They spot the player getting over towards Dark. rilax is now the last one. And a really nice retake in there from Sprout. I don't know, what do you kind of think about the Spiidi thing? Like, for me, like, he obviously did well to get that one-on-one trade, but it's duels like that and moves like that that do kind of
the rebuy in to get Nato back up to the main rifles. I mean, he's still got a kill with that Mac-10, so he's getting some money out of it. FASHR caught to that gap. Lockers in hell. Seeing that man, checking position. Oh,
no
Bird
way.
from Sky. Bird from Sky.
Yes!
Why would you do this, mate? That's a kill, a 4-on-4, and now CT scramble to get down to the B bomb site. They've got out 1 player that was around there somewhere. Where's he gone? Back to the rafters. Spiidi comes up with a kill, doubles up with distraction from double doors. Nato and raalz trading to a 2 versus 2, and 35 seconds. They need to get this bomb down. Need to hold off against the CT retake.
Yeah, they need to deal with this player out from double doors, and they're planning open for him, try and bait him into the open, and the pigs come in. Oh, what a bait setup from Lyngby Vikings in the 2v2, rather than just getting the bomb down.
It's clear. All the way. Engagement on Denis forces him back over towards the secret control. Kill found from raalz, kicks things off.
Yeah, good molly. Just force him in the open, and even FASHR's able to deal with the...
Hunting for his first kill of the game. It's actually going to be Spiidi, the man that takes out Nato, offers that opportunity to trade, and rilax gets 2 frags instead. FASHR makes 2 of his own work.
Love the game mechanics. Fate coming out towards the upper bomb site, in towards the ramp take.
rilax will fall as the squeaky lurker. Spiidi seeing what's coming his way, gets the hell out of dodge, allows slaxz to peek in with the AWP. Find the first. That's 2 frags for no trades here on Lyngby. AUG still spamming through. Denis gets himself another 2 kills. And Spiidi comes in to support him as well.
But they need a follow-up, really. They can't just get individual rounds, and it's another quick play to the upper bomb side. kressy hasn't seen any of them coming out of squeak door. How did that manage to happen? FASHR finds 2 kills in the entry, and instant save. There we go.
Yeah, round's done. It's just over. He's out of there. Oh, man. Investment has got to keep as much money in play as possible here for the CTs, and they're going to get played away from by the T side.
There's at least a few players towards this lower bomb site.
There's Denis with the kill from Bird from Sky. NaToSaphiX can trade back on him, so 4-on-4.
Yes, and so they need to get a bit of a move on.
And on rilax, flashes in, FASHR spray through on the AK, only gets that one frag. raalz can get the wall bang, spray back together. UG closing in, AWP moving up, AWP not quite able to support the likes of Spiidi. So the bomb crosses out towards the site, not denied by the big automatics. And it's a 1v3 clutch for the AWP. He's got a kit and a smoke, so he could potentially go for a ninja defuse, but first things first, he's got to get an entry line into the site. First kill out towards this player at Squeaky, could give the opportunity, but no, rilax barely evades it in terms of the shot. Shoulder baiting, overkick on a flick. Eventually he goes down, and it'll be 9 for Nuke. Sprout, they themselves. Denis, the opening kill. Nato and slaxz going back and forth with the auto. Farm also gets bird from sky and doubles up and triples up against rilax and Nato.
Seems like they're winning some really good rounds, but it's only every now and then. A lot of utility coming out towards this ramp control, and rilax already just domes on Spiidi. A chance just to dive in towards that lower bomb site.
Sheer aggression and the confidence to go for these entries. Rilax, like, it's not even like they like play the default. No, they just rush straight ramp, took that first kill. Denis will take a trade. slaxz will fall in turn. faveN back up towards Nato, and the spray is better for the AK of the T side. 4 versus 2.
Oh, certainly the CIS team's just like wasting time, forcing in mistakes, baiting out util. But Lyngby Vikings are just nowhere near that. Just so much aggression, sheer rushes.
Once again, just straight aggression out into the A bomb site. Sprays through on the M4s and the AUGs. Will do some significant damage. In the end, kressy can capitalize on that damage, turn the trades to their favor. A 3-on-2.
Cover, resmoke off that main cross. Bomb plant going in. No spam through the smoke as of yet.
No! They're tapped once. They're playing the mind games. rilax has got to swing right now. He's got to get the Spiidi straight through. They've got the round. Oh! Such a huge risk there for the Lyngby Vikings, trying something a bit more complex and different.
That's that bomb, and the Lyngby Vikings, well, they had a unique approach to it. Oh, even the nade outside, and slaxz lines up with the enemy bay to find a 3K. What a play now going.
I'm going to catch off someone to the CT side. faveN sees his man, sprays through, takes him down. It's all left to raalz. Here, left in Squeaky, 1v5. This one is over. faveN getting caught off, but kressy with the trade. 10-5. Taking a fight from Bird from Sky, who is tagged to 18 points of health. They see raalz down here. kressy's leading back up towards the player in heaven, and Bird from Sky, such low HP, needs to back off, needs backup from his teammates. 2 are downstairs in the B bomb site. If they go here, it will be difficult to deal with both of them individually. FASHR gets 1 kill on faveN. Nato challenging on the slaxz. slaxz running out of ammo allows Nato to get back towards decon. 4-on-4, and kressy presses forward. It's going to be a face-in from rilax. He gets another good kill. kressy finally trades it, almost takes out his own teammate. Looks back towards Nato, cleans him up, and Spiidi follows suit. And already, Nato with a scout might have been heard. Flick not quite connecting to the player out of the open. The nade, actually, with a scout shot, allows the kill to come through. raalz with a deagle in play, and a no-scope hits another player. Again, the outside control from heaven. Is anyone going to stay here? Bird from Sky could get caught off. Deagle spamming, gets picked apart. Trying to isolate a headshot. raalz drops the bomb. Wallbang headshot connecting through, and eventually the T-side player that remains drops off. One player up in the rafters should be seen. Spray through, the AK catches rilax. There's a hair amount of damage. SMG turns around as kressy also turns back to the hot position. Spiidi trying to bait in the CTs, but he's in a 1 versus 3. Even with no Kevlar, they can still win these fights. And Lyngby, or a covered off position here towards the vent corner. Oh, that's a good shot. FASHR was not expecting that. They've opened up the round here, Sprout.
Decent start. They could even make it a bit of an upgrade if he gets on to help. raalz timing on the peak. Another single shot coming in for
sort of trade, but the CT's locked out of the B site. The plant can be secured open for old Toxic. And this could
those peaks, like there was not a lot of breathing room to work with. It's so quick on the adjustment, especially that second one. Yeah, it does go down to the bomb with the low HP, unfortunately, but
Smoke on scout for Nato. Try to land a good shot or a tag. I honestly thought he got the no-scope headshot
really
there
did
with
for a
that
moment.
Bird from Sky putting us all for a loop, but it's a kill found for Lyngby. 5-on-4. And Sprout quickly wrap around through hell, straight up to heaven. The CT's going to hear about this. The Raptors player's not quite ready for it, though. slaxz comes up with 1, FASHR with 1 kill before he's traded, and faveN into the squeaky position. Bomb plant safe towards the back of the site. The man advantage for Sprout. Lyngby might want to consider the save here.
I think it's the right call. 2v3 is going to be a tough retake, especially with hardly any utility. Just a single flashbang up for NaToSaphiX. No kit for either of them. That's the first pick, and now it evens it up.
Low HP for slaxz, but they've got to find the AKs though. That's the main concern. Thermo checking Squeaky, turning away at the wrong moment, allowing Spiidi to swing as well. Nice call.
Majority of this T side. Ooh, jump spot comes in. He sees both players, tries to jiggle peek out the AWPer, and NaToSaphiX didn't get bait. Out towards a closed vent. It's a bait though.
One player actually to escape. FASHR does go down. Are they expecting this? Are they going to try counteract this player? Are they suspecting a second player in towards the back lines? rilax behind his own smoke, spray through, taken down, and the M4 does strike, but faveN's there to account for it. Nato and raalz. Last two players left in the Lyngby Vikings camp. They've got to save their weapons. And once again, we are starting to see the Danes slip by. They're starting to see this squad let these round
Players falling for the T's. Lyngby Vikings struggling now in this second half after winning the anti-eco MVP in the top site, which is a little bit surprising. I thought they'd want to maybe play that quite passive so there's no chance of it being traded. And fast out towards ramp, they've already... And Nato's aggressive in through hut as well. So he could be on for at least a bit of a pick. And there it is, on to faveN. Oh, he's even staying around. He's staying aggro.
Denis backed up. And FASHR takes a deagle straight towards the head. Okay, business just picked up. 4 versus 3, still firing back. rilax and deagle kill of his own right. NaToSaphiX will fall. birdfromsy turns that USP up from the vents and takes the AK straight to spinning up. Spot Denis. Oh, pixels away, sees one, takes him down, does not go further than because they make their way out to hold off the defensive. Smokes down, bomb plant open up for the old toxic position, and the kills come through for FASHR. Has he done enough in time? I don't think he has. I think the bomb will just go back down. So now
just can't offer up continuous trades, and eventually they just have to save. Sprout kind of went around out of nowhere there.
Put down the marshmallow position. And Lyngby with another buyback here. The AWP of Nato been a little bit quiet in the latest couple of rounds. Not being seen by Denis, so the first kill can go the way of the CT side.
No, they have no idea about the rifler too from birdfromsy. There could be a bit of an opportunity that he ends up starting to wrap around and get behind them in lobby if he starts to continue aggressing, and I think that's what he's doing. There is a lurk outside from Spiidi though. Oh, what a sick play. Anticipating the...
The 14th, FASHR, look at how close he wants to get though. faveN might not have any idea, especially as rilax peeks in to back him up. Nato gets the AWP pick on kressy. slaxz can respond back here, where the bomb is in CT control. They've managed to gain the lobby position. Yes, they did lose a man advantage, but they've gained it back to here. 3-on-2 situation, flashes over. slaxz is so focused on the Spiidi position that Spiidi has no idea. Will take a spray back. The M4 wins the fight. Sees where slaxz is coming from. One AWP pick comes through. 2K to his name, but needs to get 2 more to clutch this round. The bomb is in his sight lines. Nato's watching from the back. And outsider made, he gets the final kill to secure the round. Was outside on the default. Sprout again with a heavy utility basis. birdfromsy is going to hear these footsteps, I think. faveN's taking the opening kill on rilax. And Nato with the AWP play gets that first. Repeats back in towards kressy. Lands him. The trades are still good.
Rotation outside, and they've seen the bomb.
slaxz spotted, bursts through, AK comes up, it's all gonna rest on FASHR. AWP, no, comes in to support it, drops it one more time, Spiidi's low, Spiidi's dead, faveN gets the trade, so it's all on NaToSaphiX to get a quadra clutch, and faveN's going right back down the bench. Nato might not have any idea to this, he's so far away, but might hear that smoke coming in, he might have the idea.
Yeah, he's picked up an AK, dropped over that AWP. He's got a kit and he's got a flat.
Off angle, he's running out of time. He's got the kit, knifed out, jumping away!
Ooh.
And faveN wins the clutch. 1v2. Nades up, that's going to do a lot of damage. All to the F-hammer, still got a spray through against kressy, and kressy will take him down. Round started, it's ended. And Lyngby currently now...
We saw in that first map of Dust 2 that we went, what, 24 rounds? We went 28 total on Vertigo. We could be pushing for 29-30.
Like defensive, they're going to go for the retake. The window's already been busted open. They see that coming through. Molotov in, body block, birdfromsy spams through. Denis takes that kill. raalz will find one. Spiidi can trade in. Nato Scene there by the AK taken out. FASHR peeking in, does get that frag together, but he's one of 2 players left.
14 to 14. Who's going to crack first? This has been I want to say 9 out of the past 11 rounds being won. Pushing ramp.
Straight through NaToSaphiX, seeing slaxz takes him down. faveN and raalz getting traded. raalz still held out here towards the trophy. kressy will get that trade together. 3-on-3. Bird from Sky needs to get this swing and this hit, but kressy completely evaded him. He thinks it might be clear. He'll flash his way back in. One player's already crossed. Spray through will do its damage. Another CT that's also there, and kressy does not want to take that risk. Getting back out position as meanwhile Denis strikes out towards hell. Gets rilax to fall. Bird from Sky is next down, and it's all left to
FASHR now in a 1 versus 3, just evading that molly. No one checking out towards the windows, but Spiidi adjusts, and 15 now goes the way of Spread.
A much better game overall, and they are 1 round away from closing this one down.
Oh, aggression coming in. They open up the squeak door, but it's an instant trade. A great start.
One player towards outside, going to set up these splits in for the T sideline. 3 players total to hold off against it. rilax to fall down to Denis. 3 more casualties before Lyngby Vikings are out of this one. kressy moving up. AWP still held here towards the heart. Going to turn away just as Spiidi peeks up. I think he might know about FASHR. kressy will deal with the damage. And now it stands to 2. 1 from heaven, 1 from lockers. lockers gets a kill back on that man. But raalz forced away from the heaven control. Orp peek back in. Does not land to Bird from Sky. Bird from Sky keeps the engagements going. The Molotov's going to burn back on slaxz. So the counter smoke will come through from his teammate. And kressy hunting for raalz up at heaven. Does he see his man? He does now. All left to the AK. The USP can't do anything with it. And